Close your eyes for a moment, dear seeker, and imagine this. A single dewdrop clinging to the edge of a leaf at dawn, shimmering with the first light of the sun, perfect in its fragility. Yet in the very next breath, it slips away, vanishing into the earth below. What if I told you that this fleeting drop holds the key to an eternal ocean of peace? Welcome, my friend, to this sacred space where we journey together into the heart of impermanence, not as a loss, but as the gateway to timeless serenity. Sit comfortably now, let your breath slow, and allow these words to wash over you like gentle waves on an ancient shore. In the quiet dance of existence, everything arises, blooms, and fades. Seasons turn, rivers carve canyons only to fill them with silt. Stars explode in brilliant fury before dissolving into cosmic dust. This is impermanence, the silent rhythm that pulses through all things. But why do we fight it so fiercely? We grasp at moments as if they were solid gold, hoarding memories like treasures in a vault, fearing that without them, we ourselves might crumble. Yet in that very resistance lies our suffering. Imagine a tree in a storm, its branches rigid and unyielding. They snap under the wind's force. Now picture another, supple and swaying, bending with the gale. It endures, roots deepened by the challenge. Which are you in the tempest of life? But what if embracing the bend, the inevitable shift, could reveal a peace untouched by any storm? Let us wander deeper into this paradox, where the ephemeral whispers secrets of the eternal. Think of the cherry blossoms in spring, those delicate petals bursting forth in a riot of pink, carpeting the ground in mere days. In Japan, they call this mono no aware, the pathos of things, a tender ache for beauty's brevity. I recall a story from an old Zen master who sat beneath such a tree with his disciple. The young one marveled at the flower's splendor, then wept at their falling. "Why grieve?" the master asked, plucking a petal from the air. "This bloom was never meant to last. Its true essence is in the letting go." The disciple pondered, fingers tracing the fallen silk. Days later, as rain washed the petals into mud, he returned, eyes alight. "Master," he said, "in their decay they nourish the soil for next year's wonder." Ah, yes, the cycle unfolds. Impermanence is not destruction. It is transformation, the alchemist's fire turning leaden attachments into golden freedom. But how does this alchemy work in the forge of your own heart? We'll uncover that soon as we peel back the layers of illusion. Consider the river, ever flowing, never the same twice. Heraclitus, that ancient sage, once declared you cannot step into the same river twice, for both you and the waters have changed. We stand on its banks, dipping toes into the current, yet we yearn for stillness, for a pond that mirrors our unchanging self. Foolish, isn't it? For in that yearning, we miss the river's gift. Its ceaseless motion carries away the debris of yesterday, carving paths through mountains we thought immovable. I invite you now to visualize this. Close your eyes if they're not already. Feel the cool mist on your skin as you approach a rushing stream. Hear its murmur, a lullaby of change. Dip your hand in. The water slips through your fingers, cold and alive. What if you let it take your worries too? That nagging regret from last week, the fear of tomorrow's unknown. Release them into the flow. Watch them swirl away, dissolving like mist in the sun. But what lingers when the waters recede? A clarity, a spaciousness where peace resides, timeless and unrippled. Yet we humans are masterful builders of illusions, aren't we? We construct towering egos from the sands of time, believing they will stand forever. The ego whispers, hold on tighter, control the chaos. It fears impermanence like a child fears the dark, clutching toys that inevitably break. Remember the tale of King Midas, whose golden touch turned even his beloved daughter to statue? In his greed for permanence, he lost the warmth of life itself. We do the same, don't we? Freezing relationships in expectations, careers in rigid plans, bodies in denial of age. But pause here. Feel your breath, in and out. A reminder that even your body is a vessel of change, cells renewing, thoughts drifting like clouds. What if, instead of fighting this flux, you danced with it, surrendered to the rhythm, allowing the ego's grip to loosen? But the dance has only begun. Let's twirl into the shadows where fear hides. Fear, that sly companion, thrives in our denial of impermanence. It paints pictures of loss, loved ones departing, health waning, dreams shattering like glass underfoot. Have you ever lain awake at night, heart pounding, replaying scenarios of what might slip away? I have guided many through such nights, whispering that fear is but a phantom, born from attachment to the unchanging. Consider the butterfly. It emerges from the cocoon not by clinging to its caterpillar form, but by dissolving it entirely. The struggle in the chrysalis is impermanence at work, forging wings from what was once crawling limitation. So too with our fears. Embrace the dissolution, and you touch freedom's flight. But how? Start small. Notice the breath again, how each inhale is birth, each exhale death, yet the life force endures. Intriguing, isn't it? As we delve further, you'll see how this applies to love, that most tender impermanence. Love, oh love, the ultimate teacher of letting go. We fall into its arms seeking eternity, vowing forever, as if words could bind the infinite. Yet relationships ebb and flow like tides, shaped by impermanence's hand. A couple I once knew clung desperately after years together, fearing the drift. Arguments flared like summer storms, each trying to anchor the other in place. Until one day, walking a beach at sunset, they watched waves erase their footprints. See, I told them later, your love isn't the prince, it's the sand itself, reshaped endlessly. They learned to release, to cherish each moment without possession. And in that release, deeper intimacy bloomed, timeless in its fluidity. Have you felt this in your own heart? That pang when a loved one changes, grows, or even leaves. It's impermanence knocking, inviting you to love without chains. But what of time itself, that relentless thief we blame for all? Time, we say, heals all wounds, yet it is impermanence incarnate, ticking away our illusions of control. We chase clocks, filling calendars with busyness, as if productivity could outrun the hourglass. Silly, really. The wise ones know time is not linear, but cyclical, a spiral where past, present, and future entwine. In meditation, we step outside this illusion, touching the now where eternity hides. Sit with me here. Focus on the space between thoughts, that vast silence. No yesterday's regrets, no tomorrow's anxieties, just this breath, this heartbeat. Impermanence reveals that time is but a dream. The peace beneath is awake, unchanging. Yet healing calls us next. How does embracing the transient mend our deepest scars? Healing begins when we acknowledge the wounds as temporary visitors, not permanent residents. Scars from loss, betrayal, failure, they ache because we etch them into stone, refusing to let rain wear them smooth. But impermanence offers balm. Every pain arises to teach, then fades if we allow. I share a story of a woman who lost her child, grief a heavy cloak she wore for years. In our sessions, we meditated on a candle's flame, flickering, bright, then extinguished, yet its light lingers in memory's glow. Your sorrow is the flame, I said. Honor it, but let the wick burn out. Slowly she released, finding peace in the void left behind. Not empty, but fertile for new joy. Have you carried such a burden? Felt the weight of unhealed hurt? Imagine now placing it on a leaf in a stream, watching it float away. Relief washes in, doesn't it? But the journey deepens. let's explore the harmony of opposites that impermanence weaves. In the tapestry of life, impermanence harmonizes birth and death, joy and sorrow, like yin and yang in eternal embrace. Without darkness, light loses meaning. Without endings, beginnings lack spark. We often seek only the good, shunning the rest, but this splits the soul. The meditation master knows wholeness comes from welcoming all. Picture a lotus flower, roots in mud, blooming pristine above water. Impermanence's poetry rising from decay. Your life mirrors this, challenges as mud, growth as the bloom. But what if you dove into the mud willingly, felt its cool embrace, knowing it nourishes? Such is the path to timeless peace, where opposites dissolve into unity. As we continue this exploration, let's linger on the ego's fortress, built brick by brick from fears of change. It promises safety, yet imprisons the spirit. Impermanence is the gentle earthquake that cracks its walls, inviting light through fissures. I remember a monk who meditated in a cave for months, emerging transformed. The cave was dark, he said, but in its stillness, I saw my attachments as shadows on the wall, fleeting, unreal. We too can meditate thus. Find a quiet corner, sit, observe thoughts arise and pass like leaves in wind. No grasping, just witnessing. Short bursts at first, 5 minutes, then longer as the ego softens. Curious how this shifts your world? We'll see as we connect to daily rhythms. Daily life pulses with impermanence's beat. Morning coffee cools, emails flood in, evenings fade to night. We rush through, missing the magic. Slow down, I urge. Savor the steam rising from your cup, ephemeral art in air. In this mindfulness, peace unfolds. But control illusions persist. We plan meticulously only for life to laugh. A delayed flight, a sudden illness, opportunities to practice surrender. Let go, the universe whispers, and find flow. Have you resisted such whispers? Clenched fists against the inevitable? Open your hands now, palms up, feel the lightness. This lightness carries us to love's deeper waters. In love's ocean, waves of passion crash, then recede, teaching non-attachment. We mistake possession for devotion, but true love flows freely. Think of birds in flight, paired yet unbound, soaring together on winds of change. Your relationships can be thus. Celebrate the now, release the future. A partner changes? Grow with them. Part ways? Bless the shared path. Impermanence enriches, not diminishes. And fear? It dissolves in this acceptance, leaving space for authentic connection. Fear's roots entwine with time's illusion, projecting shadows of loss. But meditate on the present, and time stretches infinite. No clock ticks in deep awareness, only being. Healing follows, as old wounds exposed to this light fade like morning fog. Stories abound of those who, through embracing change, mended broken spirits. A soldier returning from war, body scarred, soul fractured. Through meditation on breath's impermanence, he found peace's anchor. Each inhale, he shared, a new life. Each exhale, release of pain. You can too. Now let's weave these threads into life's fabric. The harmony of opposites beckons again. Impermanence as both destroyer and creator. Destruction clears space. Creation fills it anew. In nature, forests burn to ash, birthing fertile soil. Your life burns too. Old habits, relationships, beliefs consumed in change's fire. Welcome the flames. From embers, phoenixes rise. But how to navigate? With awareness, the meditator's tool. Observe without judgment, let go without force. This awareness illuminates the path to timeless peace. Timeless peace, elusive yet ever present, hidden behind veils of attachment. Peel them away and it shines. Impermanence is the peeler, stripping illusions. No thing lasts, yet the essence endures. The watcher behind thoughts, the silence between notes. In meditation, touch this. Sit tall, eyes soft, breath natural. Thoughts come, label thinking, let pass. Emotions surge, note feeling, release. Over time, layers dissolve, revealing peace's core. But apply this daily and transformation blooms. Have you ever watched a sunset, colors bleeding into night, and felt a quiet awe? That's impermanence's gift, beauty in transition. Cling and sorrow follows. Release and joy lingers. Ego resists, whispering, mine, but meditation quiets it. Control crumbles under scrutiny, love deepens in freedom. Fear transforms to trust, time becomes ally. Healing accelerates as you forgive the past's ghosts. Imagine living thus, each day a fresh canvas, painted without fear of erasure. To integrate, visualize now, you're a tree in autumn, leaves turning gold, then falling one by one. Feel the release, branches lighter, roots stronger. Winter comes, bare and still, peace in dormancy. Spring arrives, new buds, rebirth. This is your life cycle. Apply it. In work, let go of outdated goals. In love, allow evolution. In self, embrace growth. The shift happens subtly, yet profoundly. As we near the horizon, reflect. What if impermanence isn't enemy, but beloved guide leading to timeless shores? Where waves of change lap eternally, yet the ocean remains unmoved. You've journeyed far, dear one, through paradoxes, stories, reflections. Carry this. In every ending, a beginning. In every loss, space for peace. Breathe deeply now. In, out. Let these words settle like soft rain on parched earth. What whispers arise in your silence? Ponder that as you open your eyes, carrying timeless peace into your world. Until we meet again.